Welcome, guys, to 31 Vision Podcast. If you are a first-time viewer, the goal for our podcast is to tailor to athletes, mainly in high school, transitioning to college, what to do, what not to do. And the guests that I bring on, I want you to learn from their good experiences so you can emulate them, but also learn from the bad experiences so you don't repeat them yourself, So without further ado, why don't you introduce yourself, brother?
Hey, it's Buddy Howell from Coconut Grove, Florida. Coral Gables alumni, Florida Atlantic alumni, Super Bowl champion with the Rams.
Yeah, say it again. Super Bowl champ.
Super Bowl champ with the Rams, iced out, blinged out, Grateful.
You want to show him the ring? Show him the ring real quick, bro.
Where we at?
Show him the ring real quick, right there. Yeah.
Down right there.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Thanos.
Grateful though, for Miami.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for coming, man. Seriously, bro.
It's a blessing to be here, my guy.
We appreciate you, bro. So let's start from the beginning, man. So when you were little, when did you start playing sports?
First grade.
First grade,
6 years old, off rip, just out there.
Was it football or something else?
Nah, yeah, football, man. Helmets, pads, at Coconut Grove and Bristol Park.
Okay.
Played for the Grove, 5 and 6, so first and second grade. Scoring touchdowns. That's where it really started.
Was it always running back?
It was start off as running back.
Okay.
Because that's you got to talk about the life. It started off as running back, and then 2 years in the Grove, father get locked up. We go to Sunnyland.
Okay.
We go out on the Pinecrest, my uncle, kind of commissioner type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
My first year in Sunnyland, I was running back.
Okay.
So I was on 90 pounds. My second year on 105, they put me at fullback.
How'd you feel about that?
It wasn't bad because we ran like that wishbone. So
it was like you guys were equal like that. It wasn't like you.
It was like
blocking for
back middle. I was the one in the middle.
Okay.
So we had something going. So like I was good, but my thing was I start crying if I don't get the ball.
Oh, you're one of those kids?
And when I start crying, they knew, give him the ball.
Yeah, he's going to go off. Yeah, he's going to snap.
So like, as now that I'm older, that was like the little thing. So I moved to fullback when I got to Sunnyland, and I kind of rode that out because I've always played in the pound above. My birthday was that 27, so the cutoff was always April 1st. Mm-hmm. So I could have been on the pound beneath, but I was always kind of I wasn't tall. I was short, but I was kind of a little heavy set, strong. And I played the fullback role till I got, I think, all the way to high school.
Oh, okay. So you stayed with it.
Yeah, I stayed with it.
Same offense? Because did you have the same coach?
All right, I'll tell my path. It was Coconut Grove for the first 2 years. And then I went to Sunnyland from 3rd grade all the way to 6th grade. 7th grade, I went to Gwen Cherry, fullback. 8th grade, I went to Kendall, fullback.
Sheesh.
And then when I got to Gables, I was like, yeah, running back, man.
Running back. I don't know about that.
I don't know what stuff. Yeah. But I was bigger than everybody.
Right.
So when I got to Gables, that's when I kind of hit my growth spurt over that summer of 8th grade to 9th grade.
Perfect timing.
Call of Duty, ramen noodles, like Modern Warfare 2. I grew.
Yo, Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh my God.
All summer.
I just drank little Mountain Dews. Like all I would do is go to football practice and come back and play Call of Duty until I get my golden guns.
Listen, ramen noodles, 3-minute cup. Put that in there, create that, eat that, like man, all day. Popped out of high school. I was like 5'7". I was never tall. I was always the short one. So when I popped up, because I went to Carver Middle, I ain't see all my homies in a little minute. Yeah. So when I popped up on them, they was like, yo, what's
what happened to Buddy?
Yeah, it literally was that, bro. And that's when I kind of like took advantage of my opportunities and like, all right, let's run it back. Let's do it.
And what offense did they run at? You said Gables?
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So I know
that matters too with a running back.
My first year, I was on JV. So it was more like, give him the ball.
Yeah.
My coach wouldn't even let me play defense. Like, he got to get the ball. So get the ball. And then when I moved up to varsity, special teams, then the second year, we was running a wing T.
Okay.
Surprising.
Yeah, that offense follows you around, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like at that point, I tell my homies like, man, I play running back. I'm going to get the ball. He just got to hand me the ball. So I was going to leave Gables my first year. Okay. I ain't going to say it wasn't fun, but it's just like, it was getting kind of sour towards the end. People got kicked out. Stuff started happening.
Okay.
And I thought I was a private school kid for sure. Like coming out of Carver, I'm a private school boy. Like, I'm going. So I really was going to go to Westminster.
Okay.
And I double back. Like I missed the first day of camp. Like now my home was like hitting me and I'm like, I gotta go back. Did all that test and everything. I did registration test, everything. I went to the first practice over there. I just was like, the love just took me back.
Okay.
So then I went back and we had the wing T offense my sophomore year. We weren't good, like whatever. Then we switched to like the spread my junior and senior year.
What year did you graduate?
2014.
2014, okay.
Yeah.
I graduated 2010. So
basically when I walked in.
Yeah, so the evolution of football was really interesting for people my age because a lot of places, they started transitioning from like the power run game to like a successful offense in high school is always, you need to have a monster running back. You got to run 30 times a game and run it down your throat. And you need to have a defense that stops the run. And then as I got older towards my senior year, it started being spread. You put your best athlete at quarterback. And then now like people started putting more receivers out. It wasn't so many fullbacks and tight ends.
I say Northwestern. I think they opened that receiver like, we got all these receivers.
Streeter,
just throwing it.
What's this guy's name?
They had a crew.
They had, bro, a bunch of D1 guys.
So, like you say, man, the offense for me was like, man, spread. I think in my times, the times, I can't say it was the year of the running backs, but my team, bro, honestly, it looked like it was all me. But when we were winning successfully, like my senior year, bro, like we had a team where I feel just chemistry. The bond. We was real dogs, bro. Like we really grew up with each other. Like we was real dogs. So like
that matters. With
it's nothing you can say. Like we competed within each other so crazy that we're like, bro, like one instance, like we in practice. One of our top receivers run the post. Top safety back there. Run the post. He destroy him. Like destroy him. This your homeboy though. Like, man. Right. Like the intensity we had was like, So you think we gonna spell somebody else? But we had to grow that over those years. Because man, we used to lose to Columbus every year. Every year. Like program. You say, air it out. They showed us air it out with Bobo. Like air it out. So it's like, okay, my senior year we beat them twice. And that was the first time we did that since I don't know when. And if they ever repeat that, but it's like those games we were down 21-0. Like both of them, I think. We came back out of like just like looking at each other like, bro, like
are we gonna turn
we ain't really saying that. We just like looking at each other like, hey, we did it. So it's like that chemistry, that bond, and like that love and that affection, like all that stuff comes into play.
And team sports, man, I'd rather have a team that's like, not that you guys weren't talented, but I'd rather have a team that's less talented, that works super hard, like they're dogs, and they work in unison versus a bunch of talented individuals that you can't.
You will literally lose.
I think that's something that, and we can transition to this topic. I watch a lot of football, it's part of my career. And something that I see that's getting lost in translation with the next generation is working as a team. Like, yes, being a great athlete and a great individual is great, but you're a running back. If your O-line's not blocking, you're almost irrelevant. If you're at quarterback and you have no time to throw, it doesn't matter.
No matter.
If your receivers are running the wrong routes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of intangibles that if you don't bring out those leadership qualities to bring out the best in your teammates, then when you get to the games, you're wondering why you're making these mistakes. So I think practice habits are not as good as they used to be. For example, you said you're the safety. I used to destroy. I played safety. I used to destroy my boys. I got back
then. It was
they knew once we strapped up.
It didn't matter.
I don't care who you were. I don't care.
It don't matter no more. It doesn't.
And that practice intensity carried over to the games. You know, and Deion Sanders, I love one of my favorite athletes. He talks about that a lot. You need to practice like for excellence, and if you don't do that, and demand the best of your teammates, and you let your teammate coast,
what do you expect?
What do you think's gonna happen in the game? And then you lose those close games, and you wonder, oh, what? No, be real with yourself.
Nah, and then that man, it really matters. Like it really matters. But
that goes down to the coaching too. Like, how'd you like your coaches in high school?
We had Montoya my first year. Montoya old school.
Started smirking.
Old school, man. Listen, he'll cut you off in a second.
Okay,
but me being how I was, I think I only had like one instance with him where like I was jumping off sides in practice and he snapped on me and I got hot. Like I'm then up crying, but he like, get out. That's my only instance I had with him that like personally me, but I jumped outside, so I can't get mad. But he was that type, man. You late, out of here. You literally kick the best person off the team if they think they, and then
no special treatment.
Then after that, they had replaced him with Coach Paulo, who was more like, I ain't gonna say like homeboy, but like he understood us.
A player's coach.
He understood the generation. Was he younger? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He let us run the team. Montoya ran the team. When he took over, he kind of gave us the structure. Yeah. But he let us run the team as young men. And when we had that responsibility, and like when I became a senior and all my dogs were seen, man, nothing you can say. Just go to practice, bro. It ain't like you ain't gotta beg us to do all this and that. Like, nah, it was just the pressure of Miami, bro. Yeah. It's like, bro, a lot of talent, just think about it. You shake your dog in practice, bro. You ain't gonna talk about that until you get him back. Right. So like that's why I think literally that's why we were so on point. Like, bro,
when he get clowned in the cafeteria.
Man, it was like, man, me and my safety. First 4 weeks, he probably was getting me. Not getting me, but he was tackling me. After that, bro, I didn't let him tackle me ever in practice. But like that made me so much better. Yeah. Because it was just literally like the alertness of knowing like somebody could be here right now. And he was like that. Like he pulling up before my linebacker. So like that intensity, and man, it was like, man, you can hit me as hard as you can, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, bro, why you hit me like that? Like, now these kids be, hey, boy.
Yeah, they're so soft, bro. They're so soft. Have you heard about these mandatory water breaks and some programs like only hitting 1 day a week or not hitting at all? Listen, it's part of the game, bro.
I can't get mad at that because
which part? The hitting part or the
water breaks and like trying to make sure because man, people tapping out. I really don't think these kids are able to do what the guys back in the days did.
We used to do 2 a days.
I was able to do 2 a days, luckily.
Yeah.
Because like 2 a days went away a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
After me. Man, get out of here. Recovery. They preach recovery more than anything. So it's like, it's definitely changed, toughness. But that's why the ones who show that they got a little dog, man, they'd be like, man, it's over with.
Yeah, because until you get pushed to that comes back to like good coaching and stuff. Mm-hmm. You have a certain ceiling in your head that you think you have, and then a coach pushes you way past it, and you're like, damn, that gives you confidence. You're like, man, I can really do way more than I thought I could do. Sometimes it comes from a teammate. Sometimes it comes from a coach. Mm-hmm. Like you guys said, like you guys monitored yourselves.
Yeah, it was really
that's a sign of a good team.
Yeah.
But sometimes a coach needs to like implement that. You know what I'm saying?
And a great, father figure, coach, older male that can lead you the right way and know how to deal with these kids. Cause now like past coaches, I don't know they're ready for this generation. This generation to talk back to a coach.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Yeah, and it's like coaches are kind of in a situation like high school now. Y'all was just talking about it. The transfer everywhere. Think about the kids who go to smaller schools. Yep. Like, coach, this dude tripping. He the man.
Right.
Like, bro, he could just leave if he wants to, but I can't. The discipline part that they lose leverage now because we start losing is my fault. So it's like that's the part where I heard that convo. I was like, man, like it's I respect it because man, if somebody not respecting your game, it's hard for people who stuck. Yeah. But like the places where you barely get some, boy, it's tough. It's definitely tough.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So guys, so when I posted that, on the comments on my IG, nothing happened. But my group chats and like, bro, we were debating in a good way, like all day because most of my boys play ball. And so I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So guys, there's a big difference between you being scared, like you're 1A and the other guy's 1B, and you're competing for a spot and you lose. Work harder that season during practice and that offseason to win the spot. I'm not saying be scared of competition. I'm saying I was in a very bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to get out, but I couldn't back then. You know what I'm saying? My DB coach would tell me casually my senior year, you're not going to amount to shit while we're doing W drills. This is the guy I'm supposed to get guidance from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, so if you're in a situation where someone beat you out for the spot fair and square, go through adversity, like work harder. And if you guys are the same age, you guys can compete 4 years in a row to get yourself better. So I'm not saying quit on adversity. I'm saying if you're in a bad situation, I think the transfer rules help.
And to help you on that, if you think you just going up and leave and go to another school with the same capacity of competition, same outcome might, come upon yourself. Right. So honestly, like you say, man, it's situational. If you see mentally as a kid, man, your coach shouldn't be putting you down. Now that I'm older, I understand that shouldn't be happening. I believe a kid should leave ASAP if you have no respect for your coach. Right. Times are different. You know what I'm saying?
Very
but
different.
If it's like a 1A, 1B, man, y'all could both rock it out.
Right.
And that's what you're there for, to push that person. But if you run every time you lose, what are you?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And another thing too, guys, so even if you're a good athlete, you don't think recruiters and coaches look at your transfer history? Yo, I got one athlete here, one athlete here. This guy stayed loyal to his school, and this guy bounced around 4 times. I'm going to be like, that's a red flag. Like, is he scared of competition, adversity? Because guess what? Every time, he can attest to this, every time you go up a level, you're just like another guy. And what splits you apart is the extra work you put in and above the shoulders, your football IQ and stuff like that. So if they see that you're scared of competition, they might go with the other guy, even though he might not have as good a stats as you. So recruiting is a competition. Life's a competition. So you can't always be scared of, adversity.
Yeah, but situational wise, if you know a situation that is not mentally accepted for you, like that was tearing you up mentally. I can tell you giving your all, and the guy that you supposed to look up to, like you say, bring you down. Man, I'm not mad at nobody for leaving that situation. Yeah. Now, if it was something that where you could have played and you just was like, man, forget it, they gonna make him play. Like, hey man, it's up to you to see what you can do. Now, to waste all your years to do that, no, for sure. Right. It's all situational. It's all, you gotta weigh it out. But mentally, man, if you can't grind and feel good on that field and you feel like somebody's pulling you down while you're also grinding, yeah, I believe a player or whoever should get up out of there, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter. Your mental is the most important thing, and you need that.
And one of the topics that I was going back and forth with my boys about, I go, and he didn't know what to say to this. So I go, why can't a coach, let's say he goes to the States one season, why can he leave a program after one season after doing great to up his career, but why can't an athlete do that? You know what I'm saying? So what, you're supposed to give 4 years to a program?
This is Miami.
Right.
This is Miami. I'm going to tell you why I say this, because like, listen, they want you to fight through whatever adversity. I could look at me and say Gables. Yeah, a lot of my homeboys like, oh, you went private school, you would have had all these offers. Cool. At Gables, I got what I got, 13 or whatever. Like, okay, cool. But I got a little niece right now. She balling. You feel me? Basketball, volleyball at Jackson. I think they wanted to go to Pace type stuff. Go ahead. Go enjoy the labors of whatever they were trying to give you. Like, I'm not mad at that. You can't be mad at a kid for working so hard and getting to a place to where, you know, somebody with better situation, a better opportunity, better environment, the resources that they can utilize to be great.
Right.
Let her go over there. I won't force her to be like, oh, stay at Jackson because I stayed at Gables all 4 years. Like, nah, go be great, baby girl. Like,
you
go do what you got to do.
You don't owe anybody loyalty. And another topic too, if a coach is like a father figure, like you said, and when I said in the caption, you don't owe any school or any coach anything, there's one asterisk to that. There's one exception to that. If a coach is showing you love, taking you under his or her wing, and you do owe that person an explanation if you are going to leave because they're doing everything they can to help you improve. That just wasn't my personal situation. So that's what I meant. Like, if your situation is bad, leave. But if your situation is good, or like your niece, she has something good, I'm like, hey, listen, coach, I'm going to go because this is a better situation, but I appreciate everything you did for me. Don't burn bridges. You know what I mean? So there's a difference there.
Like what you said is exactly what most people gonna do. Slide, don't say nothing. They run into the person later down the line like, dang, what happened? Man, listen, it's okay to let people know what's up. And listen, at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Not there. So it's kind of tough because I've been in that position where like, shoot, I don't want to upset them. I don't want to, you feel me? Because I'm a loyal person, but when you got to make a decision, man, it's okay to speak about it. And you know, when you do that, you just got to go gracefully. But like, it's been tough because I've probably been in that situation. Like, I don't want to tell him I'm about to slide. Like, I don't want to talk no more.
They'll figure it out.
Because I feel bad leaving people. I feel bad leaving a situation. So it's like, that's my reason. But if you have the respect for somebody and you're like really working with him day in and day out, they give you extra time and all that stuff. Like, yeah, man, coach, man, yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Because that's the one who's going to make sure you straight or whatever at the end of the day, if they truly care about you.
And that relationship, what will really tell you that relationship was like real, and that relationship can continue even if you're at a different school. It doesn't matter. For example, like I brought Danny on. She went to States every year for cross country, like long distance. She went to another school, but her coach from the previous school left to coach at college or something like that. She kept tabs on her every single year of high school and made sure to get her to meets and get her to meet the right people. Like,
that's relationships really care, bro.
The school doesn't matter about your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So don't think just because you leave a school that relationship's dead. You know, especially if you communicate, that relationship will continue. You know, nourish those good relationships.
What's real is real.
Those are hard to come by.
Yeah. So yeah, and cherish them. Be grateful for it.
So we talked about sports a little bit. So how was it education wise, like in high school?
Oh man, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, honest. I ain't go IB because I ain't feel like putting up the stress of like all the school and football. But I'm an honest kid, carve a middle. Awesome. I'm gonna let the kids know. Like, yeah, I'm smart. Let the people know I'm smart. I'm not what you think every other athlete is. Went to college, business management degree, minor in accounting.
Awesome.
Kind of smart. So it's really just, that's something my mama always told me though. Yeah. Like my mindset going into high school and to college was like, your brain's gonna get you to college. Like I literally could have probably walked on. I was trying to get the Gates Millennium Scholarship. Like I was on that road. Like if I don't get the FSU offer like I want to, I walk on and woo. But at the same time, when you get a scholarship, everything's paid for. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So I ended up not getting the Gates Millennium because I think I was like 0.2 away from the GPA to qualify unweighted. Okay. And I was like, bro, I ain't finna write 10 essays. Yeah, bro, I ain't finna write 10 essays. But I did get the 5,000 role model. I think it was another scholarship that I was just like writing essays for and that type of stuff. So educational wise, like, listen, it's scholarships out there for everybody. Like plenty of scholarships to help you so you don't have no excuse to not being where you want to be. So school wise, man, I handled up. I did what I had to do. I loved it. The start, you know, I loved it. I'm a math guy. So yeah. As long as I got numbers, I can kind of rock out. Poetry, I guess I like writing at a certain point in time. It depends on what it is.
That's interesting because usually people that are numbers people are not like on the creative side too.
Yeah, nah, like with poetry, like I always like poetry. Like I like being creative, trying to match up words and stuff like that. So school-wise, man, listen, man, I embraced it. You got to go to it. So while you're in it, just embrace it and give your all. But yeah, man, I'm one of those that most people might not know that I'm pretty intelligent. And that's something I'm going to start showcasing more because I want the kids to feel cool being intelligent. Because the more you know, man, it makes you dangerous.
You just touched something really specific there. Be cool, being intelligent.
Yeah.
So the reason why he says that, because I went to South Miami, so I get what he means by that. Mm-hmm. So if you spoke proper, if you were actually went to class and didn't skip, like if you had really good grades, some people will clown you for that, you know? And don't be scared to, even if you're an athlete, it's a student athlete first, right? So don't be scared to handle your business in the classroom. And if they want to skip, even if your teammates, if they want to skip and they want to squander opportunities, don't fall to peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like handle your business first, because even though Buddy went D1, if you go D2 or D3 or D1 AA or something like that.
I went FAU. D1, aka it was, you get what I'm saying? At the time, nobody respected it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, like.
No, but money wise though, some schools like D3, you only get academic money. D2, they might give you partials. You know, they might only cover some, you know, so the point I'm trying to make is like academics. So let's say you wouldn't have gone D1 because D1's full scholarship.
For sure.
Your academics would have still covered you for a portion or all of it because your grades were so good.
Yep.
So you were covered on both ends. Like that's a relief.
Good threshold.
Not having to worry about like how to make ends meet. You're going to be able to go to school. And because right now I'm paying a loan right now that I don't want to pay. Because I was a walk-on, you know? And so if you can handle your business with education, do it, man. Definitely.
So like to the kids, testing. If y'all still got a test, SAT, all that stuff, early. I took my 10th grade.
Don't wait till the senior year.
Got it out of the way.
Don't wait.
10th grade. I walked in not knowing too much. 1440. They said it was enough for my GPA. My GPA at the time, my GPA was high. Yeah. If you know the NCAA requirements, the higher your GPA, the lower your test scores. Yep. And they said I scored pretty well. And I was like, okay, cool. So since 10th grade, every coach, everybody who spoke to me, qualified, check. So it's really just offer or... You know what I'm saying? Was no in between. Oh, we gonna come back? Like, nah, I'm ready, coach.
Another good topic too. Even though you're getting recruited, you're super talented. If your numbers are off, you see how he just said like check. There's not gonna be a check next to your name now. Check. So now you're a liability because now they don't know if they can trust you to give you the offer and pay you if you're not handling your SAT, ACT, your hours or whatever.
Bring you in.
You know,
bring you in. Honestly, like, are you qualified? And do you got a gray shirt or do you got to sit out a year? Like, stuff that goes into it that, man, as a kid,
you don't know until
that's less than 18, man. You don't really know. But now that you guys got all these resources, take care of it early, man. If you're gonna fail and you need to, get right, do it early. Do it 10th grade. Wait to 12th grade. Hey, all right. We gonna get real with life at this point in time. You wait to 12th grade, then what else? What if you fail? You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're going to, but what's your second option? What's your rebound?
My scores were mediocre. I didn't study. I just showed up to it. My scores were okay. Nothing crazy. And then my GPA was okay. So that's why the colleges were okay.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I swear, because like out of all my teammates, man, I would have sworn, beating Columbus twice. Yeah. Something that you would have sworn we would have had probably like, okay, squad full of guys signing. 3 guys. I'm the only one with D1.
Would you say, besides education, obviously, would you say part of that is the coaches not like reaching out enough or like putting your names out there? Or what do you think? Why do you think that is?
Well, in my time, I can honestly say, because like I had a little receiver, he was small. So that was frowned upon. They ain't want no
Didn't pass the eye test?
Yeah, and it was one of those like, man, now Tyreek Hill's one of the smallest receivers that's like, it's praised, but at the time, I can even see myself. I wasn't highly recruited like that, but I was a big back. I led Dade regular season. That's awesome. With Joseph Yearby and Dalvin Cook, you feel me, in the same. So like the people look at Corey Gables like, oh, wait, who was that? Like, nah, they'll come by and talk about the other guys. Tell you my recruitment process. They come by and talk about other guys than me, the bigger schools. Like, bro, okay, cool. If they don't, what's the name?
Wait, why would they? Wait, so you're saying they would come to you and talk to you about other players?
They'll come, talk. Well, I guess they'll want to see me because I was the guy, but they'll explain who they really came down here for.
That's disrespectful.
And if the opportunity opens up, we will,
You're our backup plan.
Yeah, but in a way where like, man, like I'm saying, my mindset was like, shoot, I'm at Gables, I'm at nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful, whatever. But that was like, looking at, that's what
that make
what
you work harder?
Man, I'm a hard worker regardless. So it's like, I can't even say I hit a switch. the best thing I was told from one recruiter is you're going to hear the same thing over and over again. I heard that and I was like, all right, bet. I'm just going to do me, you feel me? And I kept hearing the same thing over and over again.
He was right.
And he stuck along. So that was the one that kind of sealed me. But then he got fired and went to another school. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So I ended up going to the school that he was initially coaching because like he sold it to me and then I went on a visit. But yeah, man, the college world is something else.
What a lot of you guys don't understand once you start getting recruited is never commit to anything. Weigh your options out, right? And remember, recruiters are going to speak sweet nothings into your ear. Like this is it can be a grimy, slimy game. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you get things in writing, guys. Make sure you don't commit. Go on a visit first. You know what I'm saying? Go see the depth chart as well for your position. See like where everybody's at, senior, junior, sophomore, their classifications. Like do your due diligence. Like don't just blindly commit to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that like you got some guys who have all faith in themselves. But if you go into something blindly, not knowing the situation, you're going to end up mad.
Yeah.
You're going to end up unhappy and ready to leave. So that'll save you some time knowing what you're going into. Now, if you see a loaded roster and you're like, I want to run behind that to get myself better, cool. That's like Alabama.
Yeah.
You just got to wait till your senior year, and by your senior year, you pop. But do your due diligence. I didn't commit for my teammates. Them boys was on some, this is how crazy Miami is. My teammates was on some like, if you commit, you don't care about us.
What?
Yeah, I'm so exposed to y'all boys. Listen. If you commit, that basically like, because I was the only one with like an offer at the time, and I had Minnesota. It was like, if you commit, basically like you ain't gonna care. That was the mindset. Like if you commit, you got your offer, so you don't. That's what I had to deal with. You feel me? Right. These my dogs too, because we going at it. Right. Like we even talk about, you ain't gonna be on NCAA. Like that's how we did each other. So I know mentally, like man, I grew up in some wicked times, but yeah, man, it was like, if you commit, you don't. So when I went to Minnesota early in the school year, like third week, I ain't commit. I was like, no, I'm good. I waited out. And then when we get like,
bro, it's cold.
Nah, man, it was actually nice. It was cold, but the environment was wonderful. Okay. College town was wonderful. Really? Then when they started winning, then like we getting into the season. Now I'm trying to call this, you feel me? Somebody done slid up. So it's like, yeah, I did that for them boys though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, I ain't gonna commit. I'm gonna show y'all. Like, I'm gonna go through a whole year, sign whatever I signed, but.
And man, what year was this? Like your junior year?
My senior year.
Senior year.
I got the offer that junior spring. Okay. So, you go through the summer, got Minnesota on my back. So now that's when they started feeling like, oh yeah, you got Minnesota offer. You going, man, that ain't me. Yeah. I ain't that type of dude. Right. But I showed them like, I ain't gonna commit. And everything happens for a reason. Because I definitely would have been in the cold if I would have went to Minnesota and told, like if for something, they kept saying, we're not trying to force you to commit. I don't know what in my mind just said, be quiet. Like all right, cool. Like I'm not gonna say nothing. I ain't even be like, nah, coach, I want to. It's something in my mind. It was just
that
like,
was like some kind of like reverse psychology stuff. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. It just like I was just like, okay, y'all keep saying this.
I've had people sit there and be like, recruiters pressured me. So that's weird that you said the opposite.
They were saying that. I was first. They brought me early, so that mean I was like, they had dude in Minnesota going crazy. So that was their first one. I was the like next one. But them saying that was hitting me wrong. Right. It was hitting me wrong. It didn't make me want to override their saying. Yeah. It just made me like, well, okay. Man, at the end of the day, when I can't try to come back to him, it wasn't available. So it's like,
it worked out.
It worked out. Yeah. Hey, listen, hold on. Hold on. It worked out. And at the time, it felt like, man, when I lost the Minnesota off, you know what time it was in the hood, the school. Oh, he ain't going to Minnesota. Wow. Hey, I had that. Trust me. I heard that. It wasn't in my face, but I've heard. Yeah. But it's like everything happened for a reason. Like,
so how did we're already talking about it? How did FAU happen?
The coach that I told you that was on me. Yeah, he was the one that from the start told me. FAU was like the first one to offer me, I believe. Really? Okay. Matter of fact, my year 2014 was the year that FAU coach got fired for that little drug thing or whatever. A lot of coaches around the conference was like moving, like Kentucky to West Kentucky, like that type of move. Yeah. So FAU kind of got quiet in the back end. Okay. The coach was gone, but the running back coach was like, I told him, like, you'll be a fool if you don't keep recruiting him. That's where the running back coach go. FIU. Oh. I'm like, no, please. Like, he was like, I'm closer to home. Ooh, I'm thinking UCF, USF. I'm for the slide. It's after the All-Star game. Yeah. Getting the call from my mama. Yeah, he told you he had FIU. So luckily, man, FAU hit me back up. This is like a little dry period.
Did you want to leave Miami, or you would have not minded staying in Miami?
Obviously, I got family. Honestly, I just be going, bro.
Okay.
I just be going. I ain't really have no, like, I think if I would have took my mom to Minnesota on a visit and we both would have experienced it and she would have been like, baby, it's good, I would have been up there. Okay. But like staying here was probably the best thing for me because they're very important to my family and they need me in like ways that I wouldn't imagine. So being able to stay home was a grateful thing. But like, yeah, like I said, he hit me up after the All-Star game. Still nothing from FAU. Then they hit me. The OC that he was kind of tied in was still over there. And they was talking to me, we want to make sure the offer. So I went on my visit to FAU.
Okay.
Cool little visit to Boca. Me and my mama drive up, whatever. Commit. Then at the end of the visit, it was like, because I had a visit to FIU the next week. It was like, yeah, you can't go to your visit to FIU if you commit type stuff. I'm like, dang, I'm really just trying to go. Bro, I'm at home. So it's like, bro, I'm going down the street to get my little meal.
Right.
Let me enjoy my labor, you feel me?
Right.
But whatever. So I ain't going to the FIU thing. And then, yeah, man, that was that.
That was that.
I had it in Boca. It made whatever I had to make happen.
All right. So let's talk about college a little bit. So what was your mindset transitioning to FAU? Were you like, I want to start right away? Or were you like, did you have like a humble mindset? You're like, oh, I'll see how it goes? Or like, what was your mind at?
We had a new head coach. So he already off the rip was like, we're going to let the seniors have their year. Okay. He didn't really want to bring none of us in to like jump and skip a senior. Like he was like letting them rock out. So
did you redshirt or?
This was I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain now. First year, you saying I'm cool.
Right.
Go through camp. I'm just running. I'm making plays. Had a little spring game, making plays. I hit a safety. Ooh, like making plays. I'm making like a little highlights, honestly. Started the season off redshirted. Okay. Like they ain't playing me for 6 games. Running back having a little bit of trouble. They was like, you ready? I'm like, bro.
You said how many games? 6?
Like 6 games, yeah. So I was 6 games into my freshman season when they put my red shirt. They was like, you ready? I'm like, bro, I go against the first team every day, like whatever. Like, yeah. Like I'm big, bro. I'm like,
I'm not
me red shirt. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be here at the end of my time. 6-something, 240. Like, no, bro, I'm good. Like, whatever. First game, Western Kentucky. Rookie, freshman. I ran 400 yards. So like 20-something carries and a touchdown. And it was like, I was out there running, bro. But it was so fun, man, because it was like, bro, it was like the feel was like, okay, let me run. And once I kind of felt what it was, I was like, oh, yeah.
You got rid of the jitters?
Yeah,
and that's
it was over with. So I popped off. I had like 100 the first game. We played Marshall the next week. I had like 90-something. I tried to go back to I wasn't trying to go back-to-back 100, but as I was looking at it, I'm like doing it. Like, you could go back-to-back 100. Then when we played UAB the next game, I'm on the same track on my hamstring. So for freshman season, gone. 3 games, 2 games and a half, you out of there. Put my hamstring on I broke. Finally break.
You had to yank off like you're just opening up.
It happened when I came out the hole because I jump cut and I planted. That plant was that plant I needed, but when I planted, I'm running. I'm like,
feels weird.
I'm leaning to my left, trying to run this way. The safety coming from that way. I guess my hamstring was so tight. My ankle wasn't stable. Like my ankle kept feeling like my ankle was like, I thought my ankle was bad because when I fell, I grabbed my ankle and I'm like, hey, my ankle. And I'm like, it was cold. So yeah, that was my freshman season. And my mindset from there, bro, I kind of always had the backup role. Not my mindset, but they always since my coach showed me that, go let the seniors start and put you in. They did that to me my rookie year. So I was like, hey, whatever. My freshman year, I was like, whatever. Let them get in. I get in and run 400. I'm cool. As long as I get in, I know I'm going to do what I got to do. But man, at the end of the day, bro, the type of dude I am, I'm not going to say I went in trying to be the starter, that guy. I just work, bro. I'm grateful to be here. I'm going to do what I do. And when you give me the opportunity, let's rock. I ain't go in like, oh yeah, I'm finna go start. I'm finna go do this.
The guy,
listen, I'm finna just compete, and it is what it is. My mindset a little gangster. It's like I don't really care about the situation, but hey, you gonna give me a chance? It's like, all right, let's go. So yeah, my mindset, honestly, like I tell the kids, I was just playing. I was still playing the sport that I love to play. So I'm just grateful to be in camp, grateful to be working out. Like, bro, it's not. You feel me? It's pressure. But I've always seen it for what it was. I never saw like, oh, I'm the guy. I need to be the guy. Like, nah.
You touched on a big thing there. At some point in college, like enough bad coaching in a row for me took the love away for the game. It turned more into a job. And there's some athletes like you that you just had fun the whole time.
Oh, listen, we gonna talk about that verse?
Right.
Go ahead, finish what you gotta say. I got you.
And then there's some athletes like myself that college for them, I keep it real with my athletes. I'm like, most of it, besides my junior year, that was the funnest year. Everything else was shit, bro. Like it was mostly a job dealing with like people that I didn't like to deal with, coaches that got fired the next season or the one before. I had like 3 or 4 DB coaches. Like I had one every season, like a lot of instability. And don't forget to have fun, guys. Like don't forget to love the sport. Don't forget why you play it. You know, like, so just remind yourself that, you know?
For you to say that, all right, boom. Freshman year.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I think I come back on. I do my thing. Matter of fact, sophomore year when I had adversity. So I'm playing. Now, mind you, I'm already doing the dude ahead of me starting, I pop off. Then we had like a little phase. We had a running back that was gray shirt. He finally came back, got off. It was good. Man, they had like 3-4 games, bro. They wasn't getting bro. 3 carries, 2 carries. Like, bro, I wasn't playing. I'm on the sideline, like, bro, I could be doing special teams or something, because, like, bro, I'm not like
wasting time.
Listen, I'm not doing like y'all. I can be used, but y'all over here let him rock out and ain't telling nobody nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like the leader, the head honcho. But when it got to that point, bro, I'm like, I went into a dark place. I was ready to leave, eating a box of pizza in the room in the dark, playing the game, just like on some like ain't gaining no weight from the pizza. Like I was losing myself, and like that's why I like to tell the kids, like, man, I like to tell them everything, because at least if you know somebody been through it, you could come out of it. At the time I was going through it, it was just like, man, my mama called me. I don't know what to do. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Coach hyped me up before the game, still ain't getting the ball. So now I'm hot. We leaving the game.
You on, but then giving you no PT.
Man, we leaving the game, I'm bumping Trippy Red loud. This is love scars. This just like, and I was in that mode. Like I really was like not happy. So I was ready to go. So, man, I don't know, man. Like you said, speaking to somebody. My mom was just like, go talk to your coach. I talked to this man, talked to my coach, respect the coach, Coach Allen. He let me know what was up. Was it something that I was like, he really felt like it really sounded like he had not much to do with it, but the game plan was to let other dude rock. It was like, once I talked to him, I was cool.
Okay.
Because it was like, all right, bad. At least I know something.
It was out in the air.
But it wasn't nothing that made me feel like, okay, I was like, at least I got it off my chest.
Yeah.
Because it got to a point where in the game, half time, towel over my head.
Yeah. You're checked out. You're checked out.
This not me, though. This not me. I'm literally like, so, like, you know, I like to share that because I came up out of it. My biggest highlight of college, Florida Gators. Stiff arm. Crazy stiff arm I had. That was the game after not playing for a long time. I didn't even play the first half. They had other running back playing first half. I'm going to the outside, asking them, like, they hitting, bro? Like, what's up? Like, nah, bro, you good. Come out halftime hot, like rolling. Had a good little game on them, like 65 on 13 or something like that. Good little game, good little roll. But that was all after the funk. That was all after the dark room, quiet, depression. Definitely depressed. Yeah. Not myself. Yeah. And I had a big moment right after that. So it's like, man, I done had so many moments of like, bro, it's like just like and peaks. Up and down, but just stay consistent. Just try your best to be you. So once you start trying to become that villain or something like that, yeah, it's a bad feeling. That tingling in your stomach start to happen.
What's really important about what you're talking about, a lot of young athletes don't know this, and I'm glad we're talking about this, is your inner dialogue, super important, man. Super important. Like,
talk yourself out of it.
You can, you know what I'm saying? So like the same way, like you can dwell on things and like be very negative, the same way when you're in that mind space, you can tell yourself, hey, all right, this is a negative situation, but stay positive, keep working in practice. When your opportunity comes, you'll be ready.
Gotcha.
You know, like don't just like self-sabotage, because then you're gonna hate yourself because the opportunity comes. But you did bad things before that. And I seen that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Like, bro, like I've had multiple teammates get in the funk, and it's like, bro, if you're gonna be out here, bro, just grind, bro. Let's just get
you're already here.
The whole demeanor of an athlete when they're checked out, man, it's a sad sight. Yeah. And I know I probably had that at one point in time, bro. It's like, for what? It's like, you know, it's not what you love no more. It's not what you want to be doing no more.
It's a job.
So, and it's a job that you don't even love because you're not even getting the respect or like, you know, getting that feel. But honestly, like communication. Communication is definitely something that I'll probably ease something for you. But for me, it was like just hearing him say whatever he said, because I can't truly remember what he said. Yeah. But I know it was like, whatever. I truly felt better from that moment on. Like, better. Like, okay, Mom, I'm good.
You had some clarity.
I'm good. I'm chilling, Mom. We good.
So what Buddy talked about there is another important topic, guys. So especially maybe in high school, your ego might not get hurt. But in college, sometimes the higher levels you go, the more politics there is, right? There's a lot of favoritism. there's a lot of, remember, the coaches are human. So you judging a player off their talent can be subjective.
Mhm.
You know, like one person might think in this system, this person is better. Another coach comes in and they think, all right, this person's better. So instead of taking it personally, crossing your arms up and feeling sorry for yourself, have a conversation with them. Go to the meeting room, not in front of the teammates, privately, have a conversation, be like, coach, why is this happening? And then whatever he or she tells you, you work off that. And then when they see that interest, you know what I'm saying? I'm not guaranteeing an opportunity, but at least like Buddy said,
always in your
it's
favor.
out in the open now. You tell him you're not happy with not playing. He's like, all right, let's see how Buddy reacts. And then you ended up playing later.
Yeah, and doing what I had to do. So it's like, just keep working. Keep working. That's the main thing.
So do you feel like you were a good student in high school and college? Do you feel like besides your good habits of being a student, do you feel like your high school education prepared you properly for college?
Middle school.
Middle school?
Carver Middle.
Never heard that answer. Okay.
Middle school. Like, honestly, Carver Middle was so tough to the point where, like, high school was cakewalk.
Really?
Like,
wow, shout out to Carver.
You know, the regular system was like 10 points to move on. Carver was 15. That's above a C average. You can say what you want to say, but everybody not good at midterms and finals. So you can flunk out in the finals. That's probably 8 to 10 points, which most people had. And being at Carver, I almost got kicked out my 6th grade year just because of academics. Like, I was like at 13 points and I had to fix something in math and English and I was able to pass, but one of my good friends, he wasn't. He ended up getting kicked out going to punts. And honestly, like that middle school, like that moment, 6th grade, almost getting kicked out and then doing something and seeing like the payout of like, okay, you passed, you got it. That showed me like, okay, open up, handle your business. And that right there, sweep right through Gables, 3.4, 4.3 GPA.
Nice.
Nice. And all off like, bro, I'm struggling because I'm telling you the truth. Like, it wasn't like, I ain't even put my full all into it. Like, if I would have put my full all into it, 4.0, 5.0, easy.
For sure.
But just doing that and being prepared for middle school, though, I'm being real as I can. Middle school literally sharpened me up to where, like, I knew how to attack and approach things and successfully get things done. And honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Show me teamwork. You want to know the drip?
Okay.
Be honest. In the morning. Middle school started at 9. Everybody at school at like 8.
Yeah.
In front of the cafeteria. We was helping each other. So it's not like, all right, you know, every day I'm going and, hey, listen, I bring the homework sometime. Here y'all go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It went like that.
Look out for me too sometimes.
Yeah, so we learn how to like network amongst each other, and that's something that you need farther along in life.
Yeah.
So the networking for me became started
homework and
in middle school. Yeah, sharing homework, sharing answers. Well, it really was homework, to be honest, because sometimes, you know, we had a lot of work that you wasn't going to be able to do everything.
Right.
So you couldn't go there and copy everything because we had Spanish class, everything. So just having somebody, and, you know, these are my guys, and we work with each other, and to this day, we still hit each other up, but we all passed. And at the end of the day, when we got to take tests, we all passed our tests. But, you know, yeah, man, that's just something that, like, yeah, middle school, bro. I'm being real honest, middle school. I cannot say high school at all.
Yeah, for me, I had to learn how to be a student in college, right? So it was so my grades, 0 effort. Like I skipped a lot. I lived 2 blocks. So from sophomore to senior year, my mom moved like 2 blocks away from the school. So and that's when Call of Duty came out.
You was sliding,
bro. I was,
bro, I'm going to the crib.
I was addicted to Call of Duty, bro. I wasn't even doing anything bad. I was just like, bro, F school. I'm gonna go play Call of Duty and then go to practice.
Yeah, you tough. Yeah, he tough.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I was like, what am I doing?
Boy, coming to school, that boy at practice.
And I still had like not A's and B's, but like B's and C's.
Yeah,
with like number 3 effort, but. I was like, I don't have to go to school. Like, I don't have to do much, and I can play Call of Duty. I wasn't doing myself any justice, any help, but I was like, oh, look, bare minimum, great. But that hurt me with college opportunities, academic scholarships. Like, but that's why 31 Vision exists, because nobody was able to tell me, if you keep doing this, you're not going to be able to have this.
Hindering yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So ignorance is not always bliss.
Listen, man. Listen, he was having him a time, man. But listen, like I said, I tell people, man, you do something, you reap what you sow. So, you know, you doing something knowing you knew you wasn't, you get what I'm saying? But in the back end, it got him. You know what I'm saying? But now he learned from his mistakes and he's trying to share it with everybody else to let y'all know, like, just try.
Yeah.
Why not? You going to school,
And
for a reason.
bro,
Like,
school
man,
is easy, bro. I mean, I can't speak for private, but
you heard
it was so easy.
Middle
bro.
school. Carver is a public. It's just a magnet program.
Yeah.
You got to get it. Middle school, bro. I learned in middle school. I'm letting y'all know, like, bro. And when I went back to Carver, I told all them kids, like, y'all special. Because I know what y'all going through.
Mhm.
And I went through it.
Mhm.
Y'all can handle whatever any high school throw at you. Now, IB, that's why they still be I ain't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I could have. Yeah, I could have, for sure. But I just, I heard, like, go ball out and stay honest. It's the same path. I was in class with 10th graders, people older than me. So that gave me a little, groove to, meet some older people and feel it out. But yeah, man, I handled up. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No. I don't know. So I think we left off on your sophomore year.
Mhm.
So what happened sophomore to junior and junior year?
All right, junior year. Okay, let me see if I got the timeline right. I got hurt my freshman year. Sophomore year is when I had that instance.
You were splitting time.
Junior year. Yeah, junior year I did. Junior year I was popping off.
Okay.
I ended up, junior year, that's when I was like, man, I think everybody was like, you ain't got no long touchdowns. Like, I ain't had no long touchdowns.
we got to change that.
First game, bro. First game, first touch to the crib. I did that for like 3 games. I did like 3 games, first touch, I was gone. Junior year was fun. I ended up hurting my AC joint or whatever.
Oof, me too. Right here.
And yeah, Motor Singletary for the Bills.
Yeah.
That boy woke up. He woke up when I got hurt and he snapped. I think I set the touchdown record my junior year for 13.
Nice.
I told him after that, like, it's going to get broken because this man about had like 11 in his 6-game span because I started the first 6 and then like when I got hurt, he kind of helped me up with the load. And the next year after that boy dropped like 32, 33 touchdowns. Trust me, like I told him it was coming.
Sheesh.
So to piggyback off that, my junior year, I was a starter till like I got hurt and then he kind of was carrying the load. Then my senior year, he was the starter.
Okay.
So it was a switch. But honestly, I was cool. Let the little man shake y'all up. When that big guy get in, bro, y'all ain't finna tackle me.
Running back, I always envy running backs. That is the one position in football. Well, receivers can kind of rotate too, but running back, it can be mutually beneficial, like lightning and thunder.
Bro.
And then
they
load.
did it the reverse way.
Yeah.
They did it the reverse. I'm the thunder. I was more the thunder, but I really was like the striker. Like I was the one that was gonna slide out.
Yeah.
He was gonna
Yeah.
I'm the one that's like, oh, he gone. Like, so honestly, I did that. I get in, defense looking tired, laughing. Like,
all right, I'm about to come in, fresh body.
I just gotta skip someone first and I'm gone. So it really was that. Like my senior year wasn't like what I would expect. I don't even feel like I had that many yards, but I did because I was just popping, get out, popping, get out, popping, get out. So that part of it was like,
Did you ever think that? Because this is also another good debate too. Another benefit of having 2 running backs, like your body stays a little more fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like that benefited you going forward, or,
Bro,
or you
listen,
would have preferred to take all the reps?
reason why I got hurt is because, bro, listen, when I got hurt with my AC joint, I got out the game. I came back out. It was like, can you go? I'm like, bro, I guess. So I'm in the game. I'm in the game, bro. I'm literally running. It's crazy because like the moves I was making to dodge them was like, how
extra athletic.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, don't touch me. So like, yeah, I've always been running back committee, but I've always been in the place where they panic, bro. It's giving me. So even at Gables, we lost in like the second round, bro. I've been telling them, bro, run 2 backs. Yeah. They looking at me the whole time, run 2 backs. They ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been like, never been selfish. Like, man, listen, bro, we all get off. I just know, listen, when I run, I've seen when I run. It don't look good, shoot. So if it's about like, worrying about like yours or his, like, nah, I just know when I run, they gonna be like, yeah, he running that. Everybody say I run like I'm trying to go somewhere. Like, so I've never been like afraid to like, oh, maybe I don't show nah, bro. You gonna see what I got.
Right.
Hey, we got, bro, it's crazy. At FAU, I was doing that when undrafted. The 2 behind me that was there the whole time doing that with me, one went 3rd round, one went 7th round.
How?
They went in the same year, matter of fact.
How? How does that make sense?
Listen, man,
Did they have great combines or something? Or?
Motor, obviously, he brought a lot of attention going crazy. I still went undrafted because I was on behind him, but both of them dudes was like that. And like we had Lane, that was the 2nd year of Lane Kiffin. So they finally got some attention on him. And yeah, bro, K White was fast. Like we been knew he was touch the ball. Hey man, you give him a seam, he gone.
Right.
Don't let the feet get going. And Motor he showed what he was about. He put up the numbers and all that. So it's like, but like it was a time where it was all me.
Yeah.
Y'all got the older dude. Y'all don't really want to let him rock out with all me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I got hurt, I'm looking like, bro, put them in.
And that's interesting that it's funny how life works. Like FAU was not relevant at all. And then all of a sudden, like 3 running backs come out of the same. Like, how does that happen? Like, that's life right there.
Listen. All of us was in the league at one time. You know what I'm saying? I got me a championship. You heard? Motor, you feel me? He rocking it out in Buffalo. You feel me? Like,
good for you.
But we all were there at one point where it was like, ain't no, it's G9 time. Like, but it wasn't like I was like that. It's like, bro, like, they'll throw Motor like swings and stuff because he was young. But, like, man, I saw him in camp do something where it was like bad on bad, like, you know how that is. It's not ready for the offense. They finna blitz. Bro, he did something in that situation. And I was like, bro, it was in the middle of the hole. Like, he stepped back on somebody. And I was like,
wait a minute.
All right. All right, bro, you know, I'm an older dude. I'm on the sideline. I'm like, all right. Like, that ain't normal.
Yeah.
And like from there, bro, I saw these guys do what they do. So it's like, if I ever get into that field, bro, committee. I want a committee. I want one lead dog, but I wanted to be like, bro, hold on, get a break. And that next dude get in, bro. We kind of had that luxury because Motor get out, I get in. It's like, yo, I go big number 9.
But that's more. But that's kind of like I'm a Dwayne Wade fan. That's kind of like when when LeBron came over, D Wade did something that only a team player and someone that really wanted to get chips can do, which was, hey, look, have the Heat. I'll play the other role, and it's just about winning. A lot of people can't do that, though.
Not even. Come on. I'm still D Wade. Simple as that. Come on. I'm still Buddy. Like, come on. Like, come on. Hey, you can't stop me.
Right.
Like, obviously you can say, oh, you ain't gonna drop 40. That's cool. I ain't gotta drop 40.
Right.
I'm gonna still give you what I got, but come on, I'm D Wade. That's the mindset. That's the mindset. Yeah. Like, have faith in yourself to where the others don't affect you. And that's the free game part.
Yep.
We cut free game because we scared somebody else might use it better than us.
Right.
Hey, man, listen, we're in the world, boy. Listen, we gotta live with each other. Gotta be with each other. Yep. If you're a real dog, you're a real one, you're a real grinder, I'm gonna give you the free game and we gonna work at it with each other. And if you get better than me, cool. That's the part of life. It's part of competition. That's the fun part of it. You gotta find a way to top it, but that's the problem. Be scared to tell, you know what I'm saying? Scared that, you feel me, help each other. Like, bro.
And to piggyback off that, an athlete, speaking from experience, an athlete that is playing scared to make mistakes, that's a shade of you. That's not you. Mm-hmm. You got to play reckless, like full speed, loving what you're doing. Like, you're going to make mistakes, but don't be scared to make mistakes because then it won't be you. And then now these coaches are judging you off of what your performance looks like, but that's not even really you.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to just go.
You can't second guess yourself, especially in that sport, man. It's too fast. Mm-hmm. It's too fast. Now it's getting even faster. So if you second guess yourself, you're just gonna get burnt.
Bro, there's linemen I can race right now. I'm like, bro, they're gonna give me a run for my money.
Like you said, in your time, it was bruiser. Don't get hit.
Yeah.
My time, it was like, you know, I was the bigger one. They was kind of, I was doing that, but they was, you know, I cut up and truck it. Now, bro, these kids running, boy, all right. You think if you want to right now, you're gonna be left behind. So it's like now you don't even have a chance to stop and think and like second guess yourself. Cause on film, with 50 cameras aiming at you, we gonna see the crazy highlight of, oh yeah, he was thinking, he dropped it. Oh yeah, But you know, you playing in this sport, you gotta be all in.
And another thing we haven't spoken about too is like going back to that dog mentality. Mm-hmm. A lot of people shrink in big moments.
Oh yeah.
How many great athletes do you know in practice or in combines? But then when it comes down to like when like the lights are on or people are watching, they shrink. Or they're like, yo, this guy played? What happened to that guy?
And like a lot of stuff be situational. A lot of stuff be where you were. Mm-hmm. Like say if I was somewhere not in Miami going crazy, and I come to Miami and play with you women, it's like, oh, he not doing what we seen. Hey, you got to put that into account. But a lot of stuff be when you in practice and it's getting gritty and getting tired. Like, bro, the real dog's gonna be the one. Like, bro, give me the ball. I'm tired. Give me the ball.
Yeah,
let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Once that shy away, gonna let the little man. You feel me? But when that big time come, they come for everybody, bro. It's crazy because we speak about it over and over again. When that big moment gonna come and you're like sitting there like with the jitters. Mm-hmm. You got the jitters when you haven't really done it before or when you haven't worked at it. When you go into practice, you grind, bro, you scoring when you dead tired, shoulder pads leaning, pads, you know what I'm saying? And you did it for your team to win that, you know, inside period. That's that big moment.
Yep.
It don't happen all the time, but you've experienced. But the ones who shy away, man, when the big moments come, y'all see. But like if y'all watch these receivers right now, bro, the top receivers, the focus they have to make these catches, that should just tell you a lot. And I tell her, look here, just look it in. Because I was told that going into my draft prep. Look at that. I've heard it all my life, but when it's about the money now,
right?
I'm really looking at it and it's like, oh man, how can you drop something? Like, it's really because you're probably not playing too much focus and you're not looking at it. But when I look at the ball the whole way, it's like clear as day, vision locked in. And that's that focus, man. That focus right there is what I had with life, but I still enjoyed it. So I try to tell the kids, man, you ain't got to be so stiff. But when it's time to work, it's time to work. And that's what kids learn later in life. But you can school them now to let them know, man, when it's work time, work. Give your best. Yeah. When it's time for break and have fun, have your fun.
There's a time and place for everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Everything. So I've mentioned in previous episodes, guys, there's a book called Mind Gym. I don't know if you've heard of it. It talks about like Ronaldo and Messi and certain like top athletes, some baseball players too. I'm not a baseball guy, but the point of the book was they would cover their eyes right before a game and visualize themselves. So like in your example, like making that cut and breaking for a long touchdown, making that catch and looking it in, breaking, like spinning off people and having the perfect game pretty much. And you having that active visualization of you succeeding will supersede you being worried about those jitters and you making that mistake. Because if your mind focuses on don't make that mistake, you're going to focus on that mistake. You know what I mean?
And it's funny.
It's like, don't turn around.
That you say that, you know, it's like, bro, it's starting practice. Yeah. It's starting practice, bro. Cause like if you giving your all, bro, you do the reps, bro. When you get out there, you shouldn't really have that. Like me, like pregame, put my music on. Go out there, feel the field, touch the field, run around, make sure my legs working. I can do what I do. Yeah. And like that's my zen. Like I'm literally out there not worrying about dropping the pass, this route. I'm worrying about just me moving. Yeah. And that's my like zen mode. That's when I'm just like, okay, once I got that, go to the locker room, lock there. Cool.
That's it. Yeah.
Let's get it. Maybe look over something that was a little iffy, but man, you just gotta go. And like I say, man, I tell everybody I've been doing this all my life. So it's like, how does it feel when you play? Just like when I felt when I was in the park, 6 years old. Yeah. Look up, y'all look blurry. I'm looking for that one unblurry person, my mama. Yeah. And let's rock. So yeah, it's I love it. I definitely love it.
So what was your takeaway? So before we start talking about like the undrafted and getting to the squad, what was your takeaway from college? You know, like what positive, negative,
positive, man.
In the middle?
It showed me adversity. It's like, bro, being at Gables, I had adversity. You know, just was going against a team and playing on a team that, you know, wasn't. I felt like I was all in more than my team was most of the time. Then, you know, when we finally got on board, and to talk about that, like, it really was relationships. Like my junior year, the seniors I didn't really think they messed with the sophomores and the guys that was really.
They weren't passing the torch?
Nah, man. They was doing their own little parties on the side. You feel me? My senior year, won a game, we all going out. That chemistry we kept. Yeah, bro. That was the most important. So like, leaving high school, you say college, right?
College, yeah.
College, adversity, man. That was my first time like doing everything right and stuff still not going right. It's like, what's up?
Happens.
And I never really faced that point because, you know, I've, you know, had to fight for everything. But man, I was in a situation where I was like, bro, I'm popping off. Y'all just strip me like that. He popping off for sure. But hey, y'all just strip me like that. And then I just felt disrespected. And I just felt a whole bunch of things I haven't really felt in a long time. Or shoot, probably ever.
Yeah.
And to overcome that and, you know, go give the Gators a fight. And knocked them back because we almost won that game. We should have won, but a lot of stuff going down. Well, whatever. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But just to overcome that situation and, you know, get to my senior year and be grateful to finish healthy and stuff like that. Man, I was just blessed to make it out. Honestly, like I really don't be looking too far ahead. I wasn't looking at the league like, oh, the league right there. Like I was just playing. Yeah. I got hurt later along in my senior season with my knee and kind of like, that was like my first like, damn. I might not be able to do something because it was like a knee that I hurt in high school. So it was like, okay. That was like my first moment of like, what am I going to do?
Makes you reevaluate.
Like, what's future? Yeah. I never really looked at it. I just always been playing. So once I got up out of it, it was like, man, you healthy. Let's grind.
And then so now you graduated from school. And by the way, did you ever change your major or you always knew what you wanted to do?
It's funny because like I did accounting in high school. In high school? Yeah, they had an accounting class. It wasn't fun though. It was more like,
To be honest, to me, accounting doesn't sound fun ever.
Thing is, it's numbers. So if you kind of could like placement of numbers, in high school it was like organization, but it just didn't sound fun. So when I went into college, I was like, let me start in finance. Because I felt like I tried accounting already, and I'm like, whatever.
Not for me.
So I started finance, more definitions. I'm like, oh, no, these tests is all words, like real test. Man, got up out of there. It's crazy because this is how I got up out of there. I was in my accounting class, the lady that I told you about that probably be like one of my heads of my nonprofit, she was the accounting teacher, the FAR for the school. So the athletic people had like contact with her, and it was like, yeah, you might want to, you could go tutor with her. And I'm on some like, shoot, I guess she the teacher, shoot, whatever.
Better.
Ended up being like my best friend. Call her mama.
Look at that.
Go into there, do the tutoring. She teaching me. It's funny, I had her class after spring practice. So, burnt out 12 o'clock. I got her like 1 or 2. I'm in class. I started off hot, and how she became my friends, I'll fall asleep in class. Trying, bro. And she like called my teammate to tap me, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Now I'm up.
She knows.
And then, she knows. So when it came to like her tutoring me, I went in there, and, accounting is not that hard. It's organization of numbers and accounts. So just think of it like that. You got $1, I take 50 cents from you. I got 50 cents of your money that I owe you or whatever. She broke it down in football terms, or broke it down to where I can understand it. Because once she did that, it clicked.
Yeah.
So it really just took her to like look at it like this, and I'm like, oh, man.
All it is.
I ended up getting, if I'm not mistaken, I ended up getting either A- or a B in that class because how her situation was. My grade was going down because like the first test I hung in, and the second test was like boom, boom.
Yeah, it just gets harder throughout the semester.
Yeah, and that's when they were like, you might want to go see her. So I had like a C- or something. But she had a policy like whatever you get on your final can replace your whole grade if it's better.
Mm.
Hey man,
I'm trying to get an A.
I'm trying to get an A+. Hey, listen. I ended up like tutoring with her. Like it'd be like 4 hours, 5 hours. I wouldn't even feel it. But she spent the time with me, man, and I passed her class.
What a great woman.
And then that's when I switched to accounting as my major. But then as I got further along, I had another accountant too. She still was helping me with that one. It was much love to her because I'm to her crib and like literally 5 hours go by so fast, but I was so determined and it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So I got an accountant too. I passed that, and then my accountant teacher was like, "Yeah, baby, just enjoy your senior year, and accounting will be here." So when I looked at my transcript or whatever, I was able to get the accounting minor because I successfully did that, and I just got the business management finishing. So yeah, I did that, and once I made that transition, yeah, when I graduated, it was like, bro, it's crazy because I had one class that almost kept me from graduating. It's another thing about faith, because I just want to talk about, giving your all.
Of course.
I'm training for the league, so man, I'm training every day. I'm tired. I missed the test. This is the class that I failed previously because on Blackboard, it wasn't popping up.
Okay.
So I'm literally just missing stuff, not knowing, because I'm like on everything else. So this one, it did it again. So I retake this class. This is the spring. I graduate May. It's one class that I need to pass. I think I had like two. I think I was taking 3, but there was this one that I was retaking that I need to pass.
Super important.
Same situation, man. Missed the test. Like, bro, I worked out the dates. I felt it. I'm like, the next day, I'm like, I feel like
that's the worst feeling ever.
Bro, now tell me why I'm in a situation where, mind you, I'm trying to get drafted. I'm trying to get drafted. I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to just walk gracefully. And it's like, bro, get to a situation where this class, one of them classes, you could get by. But the final was like, you might need to put some work. And like, bro, I think I needed an 85. And when I got to the test, like I done studied, like, bro, I done got like 2-3 days before I'm studying crazy, whatever, boom. Study guide, whatever. I get to the test, bro. Answer every question, boom, boom, boom. I'm on point. It's one question worth 15 points. And if I get this wrong, I don't pass the class.
No
if
pressure.
I get it right, we clean sweep. But it's crazy that it came to this question. So whatever. Man, I got to it, bro. I'm like sitting there like, bro, doing the equation is not coming out how I want it to. Similar, but the answer that I ended up picking was like, so whatever, boom. Do that, click enter, boom, close my eyes. Pass class A. I'm happy. It's like, bro, I'm having a moment. So like, yeah, bro, like college, like when I did that and overcoming that and just taking those courses, like I just, you just got to give you all, bro.
Yeah. And guys, he touched on something really important. Tutoring, math lab, tutoring, guidance. That I went from being really bad student because it was overwhelming because I had to learn how to do everything.
Mhm.
I went from 0 point something or 1 point something GPA to being on the president's list on like I forgot all those weird names of like straight A's and all that stuff. And all I did was get a little bit of help,
bro.
That's all it was,
bro.
I got a little bit of help. Someone
TAs,
teaching you, yeah, oh yeah,
bro.
They don't even get paid. They just get hours.
Methods of calculus, statistics,
Yeah,
bro. And same thing. I had like a TA down to the dorm room at the bottom. We had mandatory tutoring at the time, so this one was like kind of out of my schedule. Like, let me try them. You did that thing where like you explained it. And it's like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, so many students skip out on this one, bro. You just don't know, boy. Some people, they TAs for a reason. They took the class. So use them. Utilize every aspect you can with like support like that. Because man, tutors, all that stuff, man, they'll make your life way easier.
Yeah, bro.
Like he explained something. I was like, what? Because the teacher explained the whole complete another way.
Right.
He did it like the shortcut way where you can see it without all those extra steps. And like, man, like for me, that's all I need. Once I see the puzzle unravel once, it's like, okay, I got you.
Once it clicks, you can build it. Especially with math. Once you get like one building block,
that's all it is. That is a puzzle. Math is a puzzle, a big puzzle.
All right, so going back to so getting drafted, or you were undrafted, sorry.
Undrafted.
So let's hear that story a little bit.
All right,
Dolphins, what's going on there?
So get the pro day.
Okay.
I run.
You remember your numbers or no?
I think they said like a 4.53, 4.54, something like that. 4.54, 4.54.
Okay.
I ain't jumped that high. I jumped like a 20 something. I ain't had no food, bro. They lost my breakfast the morning of the pro day, bro. It's funny. It's crazy.
That's crucial, bro.
I bench press on E.
I would have been cranky, man.
Bro, I bench press on E. When they told me to jump, I looked up. And I just jumped, bro. I was like, bro, because I ain't had nothing.
Like food.
I ain't had nothing, bro. I did 19 225s on E, bro. 225 on E, 19 times.
Nice.
I ran a 4.5. I jumped like a 20-something. Yeah, it was bad. Broad jump, I don't even remember, bro. They had us doing like broad jumps. So we did so much stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, that pro day, bro, they was out there talking about special teams. Like, bro, I barely played special. I played special like 2-3 games, but Lane told me, he was like, play special teams. That's going to keep you in the lead. Because I guess he's seen, you feel me? So Motor was doing his thing. So I played special teams 2-3 games, but that's all they was talking about. No running backs. No, we ran routes. That's it. That's all running back did. Ran routes. No bag drills, no nothing else.
Sounds weird.
Pro day, man. FAU pro day. They wasn't out there. You feel me?
Is that the only thing you did for your?
Just ran routes.
Yeah.
As a running back, that's all I did, and I caught all my passes, and it was done. Right, it was done. So, yeah, man, that process, whatever. Okay, boom. Like I said, I had the graduating thing. Mm-hmm. I'm in the bed studying, I think, during the draft. I'm not tripping. Yeah, I'm in the bed studying during the draft. Coach is calling. The Miami coach was like, he let me know that he liked me. He was like, if you still available, we want you. And then I think somebody from Seahawks had called too. And
that's standard, like so someone will call you like what in the same round or like
if they know you, if they know you're not gonna get drafted, or they know you, if you're one of their undrafted players, they'll contact you before. Okay, because they know once the draft is up and nobody picks you, every team has deals. Okay, and it's depending on you. So honestly, I gave my decision to my agent. I was like, you pick. Like I don't really care. Whoever, I'm grateful. Whatever.
Right.
And she ended up saying Miami, and it was like, oh. All right, bet. Like that's right. Yeah, so yeah, man, we get to camp. They drafted a running back, my roommate, Caleb Ballage. Me and him was, rocking it out. But we had Frank Gore, Kenyon Drake, Norris Perry. We had some older dudes, so it was really like, man, we was young guys, really completely young guys. I don't think it was much expectations behind me, but I was showing up. I was showing up every game. Like every game, I'll make a play. Like, and they'll be like, bro, they'll put you in when you undrafted. They put you in during garbage time.
Yeah,
it's not in your favor. Yeah, bro. Every time I was snapping. I'm home too now. I'm home. So like people come to the game, I'm at the house, bro. So like they get to see me rock out a little bit.
Dream come true.
And yeah, bro, I'm doing my thing. I'm getting praise from people. Dan Marino, all that. So it's like, boom.
The man himself.
They go to politics. You the undrafted one, boss. So hey, bro, yeah. We're gonna have to cut you, but we want to keep you. It's a crazy situation.
Practice squad?
Matter of fact, let me rewind. Yeah. Rewind. We played the preseason game. I go crazy the first one, I think, versus Tampa Bay. I'm running good. Second one, we played Carolina. I break for a long one, running good.
Nice.
Third one, we play Atlanta. Oh, yeah, I'm on one. I think matter of fact, this was the third one or the fourth one, because one of the games I think everybody played, the third game everybody played, like that need to play, and the fourth game was Atlanta. My mindset was, go score 4-5 times, bro. Go get put on ESPN where they can't hide you. Score once. I think I scored twice. Yeah, them boys took me out the game. Coach talk about, yeah, buddy, you done.
You did enough?
Yeah, we trying to keep you.
You're fighting for a spot. It's never enough.
Done. We trying to, Yeah, so, yeah, you good. Me and my mom, I'm like, shoot, I got a job still, so I'm grateful regardless.
Right.
We trying to keep you, so, hey, grateful. Y'all cut me, y'all trying to keep me regardless, so I'm good with it. That's me. I'm grateful whatever. Coming from Miami. Bottom. So that's just letting y'all know, bro, I was grateful whatever situation. Red shirt, rookie year. At the crib, I'm cool. I'm stay with my sister, save some bread, whatever, boom. So I stunned out in camp, but undrafted one. Numbers not in my favor, but I could have stuck around as a practice squad guy. Go in to sign on Monday for the practice squad thing and sitting in the office like this, sitting, whatever, everybody else in there sitting. GA come in, buddy, you got to go. Houston just claimed you. Okay. Like, oh.
Curveball. Total curveball.
Like, Clay, like Houston. I don't know nothing for nothing, bro. I'm just here, bro. I'm just playing. Like, okay. Agent called me like, yeah, Houston claimed you. So now this bread, this now you getting some bread. But that wasn't really my mind.
Yeah, you're just playing.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Cause bro, I'm soaking it all up by myself, bro. It's like me.
So just to clarify, you went from potential practice squad player, like for sure, to being on a team that travel and play all the time. Okay, so I was an upgrade.
Boom. So yeah, that happens, they happen, I got cut. You know, you got to wait that weekend, then you come back in that Monday, whatever, sign for P Squad. Got that news. Houston called, boom. It's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, had a flight at like 7, 6. So shoot, I'm thinking I'm going to be home this whole time to where like, you got 5 hours to go see grandma, mama, whoever you got to see. I love you, gone. Packed and I was gone. Landed in Houston. Shoot, had to get a feel for it. First game we played, Brady. Patriots.
No big deal.
Watch Gronk, bro. Amazing player, bro. I watched him. Dominance is like crazy. I keep telling people like, that's somebody, bro. That's the crazy part. They look like little kids on the jungle gym.
Yeah.
Like trying to tackle him. Played a great Brady. And yeah, from there it was like in Houston. Rocked out on special team. Did what I had to do. You know, it was like they were trying to build an identity on special team. So as a group, we all kind of was on like, got to do this.
Took pride in it.
Yeah, but it was like a lot of guys who second chance. First early second chances. So it's like we hunting. Do that in Houston. I had a pretty successful career on special teams. And like every year I had to earn it. My first year, okay, cool. My second year, it felt like they were finna get rid of me. And Lamar Miller ended up getting hurt. And I was like the only back that was there long term. So that secured me. So it's like, I earned every year, bro. I had to go in and work every year. Third year in Houston, work. Did what I had. That was like one of my best years. I think I blocked a punt and everything that year. So like I'm in the game.
There you go.
Letting them know like it's time. Like getting to the off season. They tried to sign me to a little rookie contract, like the base. Told my agent like, bro, like holler at him. You feel me? Holler at him. Like, cause I know I value a little bit more. So they ended up giving me a little bit more, but they dressed it up to where it was like stuff I would have never achieved. But it looked like.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? So the difference from what you can correct me. The difference between like soccer, baseball, and football. Football, the contracts are grimy, man. So they'll set certain numbers to where you get bonuses by hitting those numbers, correct?
Yes. So
and then in soccer and in baseball, guaranteed is really guaranteed. But like in football, somehow a player gets promised a certain amount of money that you see on SportsCenter, but then in reality, they'll get another number because they didn't hit certain numbers. What some organizations do is they'll cut your playing time. So to make sure you don't get those numbers so they can save money. Yeah, you can correct me if you want.
They do that, but that's deeper than rap. Because when you do that to somebody, you really, it kind of sucks because you would think they respect you to want you to get that. But then you got some players who can kind of fix it. It's a business. But like for my sake, say you got $1, boom. In the league, they'll say, all right, we offer you $1 contract. Cool. But you're not cool with that. You like, I don't want $1. I want $1.50. All right, bet. Offer you $1.50. But the 50 is incentives that you probably won't ever hit. You still got $1 contract. We're going to throw you some 50 that you ain't going to hit.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, smoke screen. Mm-hmm. So like, that's like the stuff that you got to kind of weigh out. And that's what kind of happened to me. I saw that and I was like, all right, whatever. So new coaching staff, they came in trying to do all this extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? And special team wise, they were burning me out. So like I was doing too much running, I lost so much weight. Like I'm just running. Yeah. Like I'm just running for my life at this point. And they cut me. They cut me. He told me the excuse was I had a slow start because I had COVID to start camp. but I played in every preseason game. Whatever. Cool. Hold on. I like to do this. This is my moment. This is my moment right here. Like,
yes, sir.
Okay, whatever. Cool. LA called me, you feel me, and hit me up for just, come out here opportunity. I was just sitting at the crib chilling. Like, when that happened, I was like, I'm waiting, but it was like more just opportunity. But me, the type of player I am, I'm going to go and stick. I'm going to go and do what I got to do. I'm only not really there because of the roster, and I was only on a 1 year, so it's like, wherever I go, I'm going to make it happen. So I went out there, made it happen, and special team coach fell in love with me. He knew who I was because we played against him when he was in Jacksonville because that was like Houston like rivals. But like when I got over there, bro, it was the best time, bro. Like somewhere where, bro, I'm returning kickoffs. I never did that, but like he had the confidence in me to make me do anything. Kickoffs, gunner, like, go ahead, buddy. Like you got it. You got it. Like, and playing for somebody like that, like you say, man, that confidence, like, bro, let's ride. I'm catching kicks, like, bro, what? Yeah, I could do it. And like, that's what I see is important to the kids. Yeah. You gotta kind of hype them up to know that, you gonna be able to do that, but like, hey, you gotta work. But man, my whole situation, like, boom, hit LA, have a crazy year, win a ring, and then, go the next season undrafted, free agent, and I'm here chilling, waiting for my little Canada route.
Right. Okay. You going CFL?
Yeah, CFL. I just want to rock out. I just want to run the ball. For the people who watch me, who like, I just want to run the ball. I'm satisfied. I got me a nice awesome piece of hardware. So like, mentally, I never really dreamed of it, but it happened and it felt like a dream. So it's like right now, I just want to rock out. I want to run. I want to
play ball.
Play ball.
You always did.
Yeah, so that's really like my process. But to like cap that off is like, man, Houston was a ride. We were actually good when I was there, to be honest. My last year we were bad, but we were actually good the first 2 years. So like, man, I had a great experience. It was like, man, we were like 0-3 my first year and went on like a 11-game streak, had like the longest active streak. Like, it was fun, man. Yeah. It was actually fun. And then we get to LA, it's a different coaching culture. More lax, more vibe. More of like, y'all know what to do. Let's go. Houston was like, we kind of keep y'all structured. Yeah, like, it's not bad. It's not for everybody. And you can't tell organizations what to do, but I seen that laid back. Y'all handle yourself and come out, win a championship. Respect me like I respect you, and let's ride. So it's like the mutual respect amongst each other. Yeah, that's the difference. That's what I felt in LA opposed to when I was in Houston. Houston was like, do your job and you better do it or you get fired. Right. LA was like, let's do your job. Go make that raw play, man. Go do that. Go do what you do.
Go be great.
Yeah, and it was like the pressure was different. It was like fun play.
Yeah.
Houston play was more like, boy, I got to play on. Hey, boy, you get cut, boy, it's over with. Yeah, like. But they didn't have that mindset. Like the rookies didn't have that mindset in LA. It was cooler. That's which was kind of tricky to me because like it really is like that. But that pressure, that
never goes away.
That stress is like, man, it's crazy. Like for me, bro, I feel like that all the time. Right. I don't think I ever got that lax feeling how, I'm gonna be here regardless. Like, nah, I feel like I can get took out. So I'm always on like let's go get it.
Yeah, people forget it's a business at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So you want to talk about your nonprofit a little bit, bro, before we end it off?
Listen, on the way, you feel me? We trying to be kings, be queens. Something I'm trying to build to, inspire the youth.
Something you will build.
Yeah, that I will build and that I need, put more initiative in and get it going before I leave off so that I can have something to go Canada with and, try to spread across. But be kings, be queens. It's just something that I want to, I just want to be able to be contact to the kids, give them motivation, give them something to look up to. You feel me? Give them something to, give them that free game. Just like what you're doing. You give them nothing but free game, and I'm just going to give them the same thing. But I know that me having this piece of hardware, this Super Bowl ring,
and your experience,
in my experience, it means a little bit more and it sticks.
Oh, yeah.
So, God bless me with that opportunity and being the one to, have that in my presence. Why would I cuff it and hold it? Why would I not give it to the youth? Because they need it. It's only getting wilder out there, and I just want them to know, like, you can still give your all and move gracefully and do what you got to do and have success. So I just feel like I'm a really great testament because I was undrafted. I came from the bottom. I did everything I had to do. I went to school. I'm a student. Like, I done did everything. Listen, wait. Like I want to say, I hope my high school, hey, listen, just retire me somewhere. Do something. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm a good one. You feel me? Let the kids know it's a guy that's an active role model that to look up to that's, positive and, have some pride about because I'm prideful of where I come from, but, it's hard to, feel the same pride given to you. So yeah, man, be kings, be queens. Hopefully, you know, I take off with that. Well, when I take off with that, you know, we definitely will work. 31 Vision. Sure. And it's all about the kids, man, at the end of the day. So I'm just trying to do the right thing, the right steps to get everything certified and solidified so that, you know, everything is clean and good. And man, that's just like my next move is to, you know, get this takeoff. And like I said, man, when I was growing up, we had Live Strong.
Yeah.
And that was my whole thing about the bands, man. I keep giving them out to every kids and every camp I go to. I'm trying to go back to the schools that I went to initially because this one right here, got this band from a girl at a school and another one gave me this. So it's like to have that trade-off with the kids is like, that's like awesome. I was like, I gave them my Humble Over Hype bands that I had, but like now that I got my own bands that I can kind of get back to them, man, it means a lot, man. And to see the light in their eyes is like, bro. So I'm just here to let y'all know that be kings, be queens. We all are kings and queens, young or old. And that's the motto that I want to push amongst us all, because when you think like that and you move like that, it's hard to get affected. It's hard to make things, it's hard to take you down. Yeah. When you got a high mindset to where like
purpose,
a king ain't nobody that look down on people to look down on them. You look down on them to pick them up. That's just the hardest thing I can say right now. A king look down on somebody to pick them up. That's the type of king I am. I'm not looking down on nobody to put nobody down. I'm just trying to create another king and queen in the midst. So I'm empowering the youth. To the old people, y'all can be kings and queens too. I ain't doing too much with y'all. JK. I'm just trying to inspire everyone though. At the end of the day, I'm trying to, you know, spread this positive mindset, this positive love. You know, it's great to love, man.
You can never have enough of that.
Love is a great feeling. And I love that you gave me this opportunity to come here and do this because, man, like, I'm still that little kid inside. Like, man, you get to do this. So I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm grateful. And listen, this ain't there.
Yeah.
This ain't there.
It's just the beginning, bro. It's just the beginning. Man. And guys, make sure to follow Buddy on IG and stay tuned for his announcements for his nonprofit, man. Help him lift it off the ground. And I hope you go to the CFL and have more fun playing ball. You know?
Trying to listen, man. I'm trying to do it for everything I do for the people, man. At the end of the day, it's for y'all. So I'm trying to go out there and get jiggy for the ones who've been waiting like, man, I want to see you run. Hey, listen, this the time that, you know, I'm going to try to go out there and handle my business and do what I got to do. So it's a blessing.
Awesome, bro. All right, so let's leave it off with one last thing.
Can we do a close-up real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll put it up, so.
Nice. Beautiful. We can get a closer look. It's as close as y'all gonna get.
It's crazy because like it's like without that, bro. It's funny because like I've been here, but without that, it wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah,
like the mission wouldn't have been the same. It's crazy. Like that's when you just believe in faith and stuff. Like he gave me that to do what I gotta do, and I can see like these kids don't listen, bro. They're tough. Tough. But stuff like that, they care about so much to me, it's like, wow. But it's like, yeah, I'm a great person to possess it.
You got the right tools for the job.
I'm a great person to possess it. So, hey, man, I'm finna show y'all and break it down to you. Man, listen, man, I can hug you. I feel like your brother and mother. I'm not no superhero. We all great. So, yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro.
So we'll leave it off with this. So if you can travel in time and talk to your younger self, what will be a piece of advice you would give a younger Buddy?
Younger Buddy, man, the only thing I think I would tell younger Buddy is like, don't suppress yourself. Like I kind of got to a point, I think when my father went to prison, I shelled it up a little bit. I started off as the dancer, talent show guy, but I had a phase where I shelled it up, just ball, you know, crybaby in sports, you know, play sports all years. Like life was consumed by sports, but I kind of lost the outgoing, not the outgoing, but like I didn't like the shell that the young me was in. Like, man, go keep being you, keep dancing, keep being expressive. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it, man. And it's crazy because I keep reflecting, like, when I look deep down, like, I'm still him. And I'd be like, dang, bro, you really kept grinding, bro. You really keep going hard. You really can't stop. You really might be a little psychotic, but it's all right, bro. A little psychotic. Yeah, bro, it's all right, bro. You're different, and I've learned to accept that. Like, I've learned to embrace that. And I think that's what's been making me walk around a little bit more gracefully because, like I say, Miami, bro, like, they make you suppress it. When you're a great person, they make you feel like you shouldn't be great or it's not right to be great. Well, like, man, listen, bro. It's something about these kids when I look into their eyes. When I went to my elementary school, when they gave me the first Super Bowl celebration, the only one I had for my elementary school, Carver Elementary, shout out to y'all. And I looked in them kids' eyes and they interviewed me because it was the 5th graders, the 4th graders interviewing me. I'm like,
That's beautiful.
in a snap, y'all will be in high school. And they showed me like, whoa, I could make, and I saw how they looked at me and I'm like, okay. And that's when it really hit me because I've always been active, but I don't know, when I won this and I just saw the attention, I was like, father figure, role model, and it's important because like the little stuff I tell y'all and I tell the kids the free game. I don't sit there and sugarcoat them with nothing. I kind of keep it to their age limit, but I let them know, like, man, yeah, you do this, bro. Yeah, bro, you'll be there in no time because it's really no time.
Yeah.
If you look at it. But yeah, man, I just tell them, man, just be you, continue being you, and that's what I did. So shoot, ain't much to really tell the younger myself, but I'll just say like to the kids, man, be you completely, bro. Like
No matter what.
that little kid that want to dance, like when I'm in the gym, what y'all see me doing?
Dancing.
Dancing the whole
Dancing
time in the
between
gym.
sets.
I'm dancing, so just to keep that within myself, that's all, man. Be you.
Awesome, bro. Man, I appreciate you for coming, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Guys, make sure if you found something educational, if you found it entertaining, all right, just make sure to subscribe and share the show. Thanks, guys.